Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. Yeah, that's terrific. I've got my coffee Christmas gift this morning. Yeah, this came courtesy of my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys Wesley and Jace. It's Black Rifle Coffee of the Month Club. I'm getting these Keurig cups every month, and we're kicking it off with the Beyond Black Keurig cup this morning. Absolutely fantastic, flavorful cup of coffee. Really like it a lot. And I think for the refill, because this just came, I'm getting it every month. This just came, Freedom Roast, huh? How about that? Yeah, I think we're going to use the Freedom Roast for the refill. And right now it's the Beyond Black from Black Rifle Coffee. So again, my thanks to my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys Wesley and Jace. Really do appreciate it. The coffee mug this morning is the Captain's Choice coffee mug that came courtesy of viewer Alex Lopez. Alex, thank you very much. Isn't that an absolutely marvelous coffee mug? Absolutely fantastic. I love the little indent right here for your thumb. That little thumb rest. That's fabulous. It really is. And it reminds us of the great lathering bowls that Captain's Choice makes. And a lot of viewers out there have them, and they are really terrific. They speak very highly of them. So you know what? We'll try to link those below in the description so you can check out the Captain's Choice lathering bowls, and also this fantastic Captain's Choice coffee mug. My thanks to Alex Lopez. Once again, it is definitely a favorite. So, hey, how you doing this morning? Great to see you again. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your time with me. We got a great show for you this morning. As we like to say, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning, because as we like to say, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug, let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. And hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. I got to hold this up. I keep putting it down. Hang on 1 minute. Oh, that is really a flavorful cup of coffee. That is really terrific. Black Rifle Coffee Beyond Black. That is very good. As I said, we have a really great show for you this morning. Got some great stuff in new wet shaving gear. Got some great shaving tips this morning. Some really nice comments and refill. And what else? Got a few really good questions. I mean, I'm just looking forward to sharing it all with you this morning. And again, great to see you. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. So let's kick things off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Okay, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Joseph Shamas. Joseph, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. It's spelled Shammas. I hope Shamas. I hope that's right. If it's not, please forgive me. Anyhow, Joseph wrote, I have noticed in the month and a half since I started shaving with a double-edged razor that my skin and hair have adjusted. For those just starting, stick with it. It gets better in a few weeks, and you'll learn with each pass, and also less cuts. Now my hairs grow more perpendicular to the skin as opposed to growing flatter against the skin. This probably has something to do with cartridge razors with 5 blades at 2 passes, really pulling and cutting the hair below the skin, causing further growth to occur under the skin, ingrowns, or along the surface of the skin. I'm no expert, but that's my take. Now, with double-edged razors, it's 1 blade at 2 to 3 passes, about 70 to 80% less overall blade passes. I get a great shave, most times BBS, and no to very little ingrown hairs. The entire wet shave process deserves credit, I suppose, not just the blade, but it all starts with the shift away from cartridges into something that seems more archaic, but really is just a joy, and the results speak for themselves. Joseph, really do agree with you 100% on this. Thank you very much for this. We've mentioned this before. This just serves as a great reminder to all those who are beginning the wet shave. you're beginning your wet shave journey, just stick with it. It is going to take a little while for your skin and your hair to adapt to the process. I know it did me. It took probably a good month or so for my skin and beard to kind of come up to speed, because I had used an electric razor for many, many years and doing that dry shave all those years. My skin was drinking in a lot of these great skin food ingredients from the lather and the balms and that sort of thing. Plus, I was working on my technique, using a light touch, learning the proper prep. And Joseph is absolutely correct. It gets better and better and better with each shave, with each pass. And don't sweat the nicks. We have styptic pencils and alum blocks and that sort of thing to correct that. And it just is a great process, a great way to shave. And as your technique improves and as you learn to build a lather, and when you find the razor and the blade that matches up just right for you, that sort of thing, you really will enjoy the process, and you will get into, as some wet shavers have mentioned, a kind of a zen, kind of a zen as you're doing your shave. It'll just be you and the shave. It'll be your time. It really is a great process. It really, really is. And Joseph, your tip is a great reminder to those just starting out to stick with it. Allow your skin and your beard to adapt. Give yourself a few weeks, a month, something like that, and it'll get better and better and better. So Joseph, thanks very, very much for that. I agree with you 100%. Thank you very, very much. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and if I use it on the morning shaving tip segment here on the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Joseph, thanks again for a great tip, a great reminder, and inspiring new wet shavers out there. Really do appreciate it. Well, we have an extra shaving tip of sorts this morning. This comment came from viewer Philip J. Smalls, and he wrote, "You can save leftover lather for next day. Did I hear that correctly? If so, that would be an awesome tip. Somehow demonstrate on Monday Morning Mailbag. Please, please. Greatly appreciated." Yeah, that's true. You can use your leftover lather and the next day and, add a little bit of water and, build that lather again. Now, this all came about, if I recall correctly, because of the lather lid from Phoenix Shaving right here. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is something that Phoenix Shaving sells for travel. You can get your favorite puck of shave soap in these standard containers like Phoenix Shaving sells them in, Sterling, Hoffman's, that sort of thing. And you take off the lid, the labeled lid right here, and then you just screw on the lather lid. And there you go. So now you have your shaving soap and a lathering bowl, a travel lathering bowl that's ready to go. And of course, it has some great raised areas in there to provide a little bit of friction to help you build the lather. And in talking about this and learning about this, Douglas had mentioned to me that, you know what, if you're traveling, don't rinse this out if you have some excess lather in there. Just go ahead and add a little bit of water and it'll come right back. In this process, Douglas was talking about doing a brush load from the puck, not scraping and putting in there, doing a traditional brush load, and then building a lather right in here. So that when you use your extra lather the next day, you're going to shave. If for some reason if you fall short a little bit, you can then go back into the puck and just add a little bit more. But normally, if you've built a really, really good lather the first time around, it'll be ready for you the second time around. Now, demonstrate it. Well, I did a shave. I did a head shave with some leftover lather the very next day. And I shot a video of this. I have not edited it together yet. I haven't done any editing on it and put it together, anything like that. But I'm going to show it to you here, and I'll just show it to you briefly here to kind of give you an idea of what the leftover lather looks like and how I built the lather and that sort of thing. I'm going to kind of condense it here in the editing process right here, but I do have to get that video and edit it and then get it posted at some point. But here's kind of what happened, the process in actually building the lather for that head shave with some leftover lather. Check it out. We're going to have a head shave, and we're going to use the Rockwell T2 stainless steel adjustable razor. We're also going to use the Phoenix Shaving Astraeus shaving brush to paint the lather up there. Now, I have some leftover lather in my Paul Gruner lathering bowl right here. This was from yesterday. I let it kind of sit there and, well, let's see if we can get some of that going. This is awesome sauce from Phoenix Shaving, and it is fantastic. That's what I have left over. And I was thinking at the time I probably could have done a head shave right after doing my face shave. But I thought, you know what, let's let this sit in the bowl. Let's add a little water and let's see if we can get a kind of rejuvenate the lather the next day. If we need to add a little more soap, I'll just go in and scoop out a little more soap from the puck, and then we'll just continue with the shave. But we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Here is my Astraeus shaving brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that water there from the, just a little bit of water there that I just dripped in there. And look, it's coming right back. Look at that. It's just a few drops of water is all it was. Look at that. Look how that's coming back. Oh my gosh. Just dip in a little more. And I think I'll get even get a little more here as well. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm going to add a little more water. I'm excited. This is really neat. I'm going to add, okay, I dipped it in there pretty good, right? Look at that. Look at what I've got there just from leftover lather overnight. Look at that. Look. Boom, lather, huh? Wow, that's pretty amazing. Now, I think I have enough for a head shave right here, and we're going to go ahead. Gonna have a head shave. So that's the process, kind of in a nutshell. You know, as you can see there, I've edited things together, and I've done some dissolves and kind of some cuts or whatever else there, just to kind of squeeze that into this little bit of a segment here, just to give you an idea. But I'm going to edit that video and get that posted at some point because it was really, really neat to just watch that lather come right back in that lathering bowl. And this time I used the lathering bowl. I didn't use the lathering lid. I used the lathering bowl. I just, had my shave, left it in there, cleaned out my brush, but left the lather in the bowl. And then, as you saw, I just built it again. It was fantastic. And boom, lather. It was great. Absolutely. So, hey, Philip, I hope that helps. Thanks very much for the question and the comment, which is providing an extra shave tip for today's show. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have an extra shaving tip, and it comes from viewer Jimmy V Photography. And Jimmy V writes, "Hi, Mark. I can't remember if I've passed this tip along or not, but I find that I sometimes have trouble holding on to the PAA cube if my hands are wet. So I've brought in advanced modern technology to help, the rubber band. These are limited stretch rubber bands that don't crush into the cube, but hold in place firmly. They are thick and can be cut thinner if needed. I cut them very thin for when the PAA alum block gets thin." And he gives a link to them. These are the SCOG heavy-duty rubber bands made from EPDM rubber. I'll have the link below. Thanks for the link, Jimmy. Really do appreciate it. He says here, "Here's what they look like. It's easy to see on the peach cube, but I think you can see it on the regular cube. It really helps. Well, hey, Jimmy, thanks very much for that tip. I really do appreciate it. A great one for those of us out there who have a hard time hanging on to that cube. I know it's slipped out of my hands a few times in the past, so thanks very, very much for this. A great, great tip. Folks, again, I'll have the link below. We probably could have used this in new wet shaving gear, but I think it's a really, really great shaving tip. And besides, Jimmy V also has something else that he is showing us in new wet shaving gear, so stay tuned for that. Jimmy, thanks very much. Really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have a shave den visit, and it comes from Jim from Northfield, viewer James Gazda. And Jim writes, "Hey, Mark, just thought I would share new photos of my new shelves for my shave den. The large one is a cabinet with doors that I permanently opened up. It worked out great. The others were thrift store finds that fit my soaps perfectly. My homage to Old Spice came out really good too. Well, I hope you have a great week." Jim, that's spectacular. That is absolutely awesome. And to have some thrift store finds like that and incorporate it where it works with everything else, absolutely wonderful. And the homage to Old Spice, yeah, that's just fabulous. I really, really admire the work that you've done in your shave den. Very, very inspirational to a lot of wet shavers out there. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. That looks wonderful. It really is. I'm envious. It's inspirational, and I'm very, very envious. So hopefully when I grow up, I can get some nice shelves like that too. So thanks very much for that visit with your shave den, Jim. It really looks great. And if you out there have upgraded your shave den, or you've got a shave den that you really, really like and you want to shave it, you want to share it, shave it. You want to share it with other wet shavers and the viewers on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Hey, just send along a few photos and a little bit of a description, and we'll feature it in the Shave Den segment here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Jim, thanks very, very much for the great photos and the great visit with your shave den. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. The Monday Morning Mailbag can be found on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Simply search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag will come right up as a podcast, as well as episodes of our other podcast, Second Cup. Now, Second Cup also posts or airs on Monday, and that has a lot of helpful information, little tidbits, and other late-breaking news that didn't make the Monday Morning Mailbag deadline. So that's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate everyone's support of that podcast as well. So again, the Monday Morning Mailbag and Second Cup podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Simply search in your favorite streaming service, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast and Second Cup podcast will come right up. Well, we're in the home stretch. This Friday is the deadline to enter the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. I'll have a link to the video below. All you have to do is visit that video, check it out, look at all the prize packages that are being given away, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, and you'll be entered. The giveaway is available to everyone around the world. Everyone around the world can enter it. Just have a valid address that the Postal Services can deliver to, subscribe to the channel, and comment on that video. And we have 4 prize packages. We have a first prize, a second prize, a third prize, and a fourth prize. These wonderful, wonderful prize packages are available because of some generous contributions by some wonderful, wonderful viewers out there. My thanks to them. And those viewers are Robert Fagan, Alex Lopez, Beth Jones, Mark Bagwell, Mark Williams, Brian Foley, Charlie Wise, Shannon Soaps, Maggard Razors, Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, James German, and all the folks at Supply. They made these prizes possible. My sincere, heartfelt thanks to all of them. Thank you very, very much. So this Friday, we're going to be pulling 4 names. We're going to have 4 winners. We got 4 prize packages. I'm really looking forward to it. So make sure you get up to that video, watch the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. You'll be entered. It's available. It's open to everyone around the world. Just have a valid address that the postal services can deliver to, and you're all set. So subscribe to the channel, leave a comment at that video, have a valid address so the postal services can deliver to it, can deliver to your residence or home or wherever you live, and that's it. You'll be entered. And again, wherever you live in the world, you can enter this. It's open to everyone around the world. So really, my thanks to the very, very generous viewers, Robert Fagan, Alex Lopez, Beth Jones, Mark Bagwell, Mark Williams, Brian Foley, Charlie Wise, Shannon Soaps, Maggot Razors, Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, James German, and all the folks at Supply. Thank you very, very, very much. They made these prize packages available. Heartfelt thanks and sincere appreciation to them. And I will be pulling names on Friday, and we'll post those results either late Friday night or early Saturday morning, depending on my schedule and when I'm making those selections and how quickly I can get things edited together, that sort of thing. But get up there before Friday, March 3rd, 2023, to make sure you're entered. Thanks again to everyone. I really do appreciate it. And I want to thank all the viewers out there for 9,000 subscribers. Thank you all very, very much. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on. Wow, that's good. A good hot cup of coffee. And as promised, we cracked open the Black Rifle Freedom Roast. Yeah, this is very good. This is really nice. A little smoother. Doesn't have quite as much bite as the Beyond Black, but it's really a nice cup of coffee. Hang on. Oh, that's terrific. And again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Enjoy that refill this morning. Hey, before we go any further, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but right here above my right brow, I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can see it right there. I have a little bit of irritation, and I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know I don't know how I got it. I don't know how it happened. Maybe it's because of the winter weather, that sort of thing. I don't know how that happened at all. But I've been using Dr. Selby right here. We've talked about this before for something that will help post-shave nicks and cuts, and it really did. The Dr. Selby Skin Protected Ointment did a really nice job in healing up a recent nick that I had. And I happened to notice this the other day, a couple days ago. I don't know why this happened. I don't know how it occurred. And you know what? The Dr. Selby came to the rescue, and I've been applying it about 3 times a day, and it seems to be working. So it is for minor cuts, chafing, and burns, and it just seems to be helping. So we'll see how that goes. But I really do like the Dr. Selby a lot, and I think it's been great in as an aid to small nicks and cuts, that sort of thing, and a little bit of this irritation here above my eyebrow. Again, I don't know how that happened. It's really kind of strange. Again, it's probably maybe the winter weather and the dry skin and that sort of thing. So the Dr. Selby is definitely helping. So I just wanted to pass that on to you. And we have a tube of the Dr. Selby Healing Skin Protectant Ointment in the first prize package for the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. So did I thank Dr. Selby? I should thank Dr. Selby as well. I think I forgot to thank Dr. Selby for that contribution. So thanks to all the folks at Dr. Selby for providing the Healing Skin Protectant Ointment in the first prize prize package in the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. So my apologies if I accidentally omitted them. I did not mean to do that. All right, let's get to some of these refill comments here. We got some great ones. Stan Chapman wrote, a tip I learned the hard way for synthetic brushes, at least for the cheaper ones, do not use very hot water at any time. What happens is the nylon bristles will bloom like a badger brush, leaving a hole in the center. To fix it, do use very hot water to heat the bristles and then squeeze them together, forming a point, and let them cool naturally. After heating the bristles with very hot water, I have formed the bristles into a point on the side of the sink so I don't burn my hands. Sometimes I have to do it twice using the sink, but it does fix the condition. Hey, Stan, thanks very, very much for this. Really do appreciate it. You know what? We probably could have used this as a shaving tip or an extra shaving tip. Stan, drop me a line. Let's talk about maybe getting a sketch to you if I haven't gotten you one. Probably could have used that as a shaving tip. My apologies for not including that, but it's a great, great tip. And we've always said, do not use hot water at all with any of your shaving brushes because it will loosen that glue that affixes the knot into the handle. So that's a great way to maybe correct a synthetic brush, a cheaper synthetic brush if you've run some hot water over it. So thanks very much for that, Stan. Really do appreciate it. Andrew Hill wrote, great Monday morning mailbag as always. Thank you very much, Andrew. On your new shave gear segment, you talked about the Pearl K2. I am one who has one. I love it. It's become a daily driver. I normally shave every other day and it does a wonderful job. The blades that came with mine were a 10-pack of the gentleman blades. Very smooth for me. I get a BBS shave every time. I still have my Rockwell 6C that I pull out if it's been longer than normal between shaves. But I'm more than happy with the K2. Have a great week and great show. Andrew, thanks very much for confirming the K2. We just did a review on it. It just aired this past Friday. Really terrific, terrific razor. It comes with two handles, one long, one short. It really is very, very mild yet efficient. Very nimble with the shorter handle. The razor head is a little heavier, so it's kind of, the balance is kind of towards the razor head and certainly a little more with the shorter handle. But it really is a terrific, terrific razor. And yeah, I enjoyed using it. And the thin handles are really rather deceptive. You think they're going to be a very lightweight, but they're not. There's some really, really nice heft to those two handles. The long and the short have some nice weight to them. So that also aids in delivering a really nice, smooth shave. So Andrew, thanks very much for confirming how wonderful the K2 razor is from the folks at Pearl Shaving. And my thanks again to the folks at Pearl Shaving for allowing me to share the K2 with all the viewers out there. Bob Leroux wrote, I ordered my first open comb razor, a Pearl. I nearly ordered the one you showcased, but I've been wanting to try open comb and the reviews were very positive. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, stay tuned to New Shaving Gear because we'll find out. As for Astras, you can spend twice as much for blades, not nearly as good. They're in my top 5. Yeah, we had a discussion about Astra blades in relation to the PAA Platinum Strangelet blades, that sort of thing. Astras are very, very good. I used one this past week in a couple of shaves. Yeah, that's a great blade. I haven't used them in a long, long time. But yeah, I can understand why I became, I gravitated towards them because they really do give a nice shave. And when you're starting out in your wet shaving journey, for some reason, seasoned wet shavers will say, try an Astra. And I guess it's because everyone has had success with the blade at one time or another. Just a guess, just a hunch on my part. And you know, Bob, you mentioned the Pearl open comb razor. Pearl's making some great razors. And I used this one the other day. This is the antique brass Pearl double edge razor with this beautiful classic handle. This is the L55. It is a closed comb razor, and boy, this delivered a really mild, smooth, nicely efficient shave. 1 day's worth of beard growth required only 2 passes from this razor. I really enjoyed it. I'll be getting a review done on this very, very soon. It's just a really wonderful razor. Now, the handle, again, is solid brass, and the head is a zinc alloy that is plated to give an antique brass appearance. But it really was a wonderful, wonderful shave with this razor, the L55. So Pearl Shaving is making some really, really marvelous, marvelous razors. Check them out. I'll have links below to some of these Pearl Shaving razors that are out there. Carl P. wrote, I just recently used an Astra Green blade for the first time in a while. To me, the Astra Green was smoother than the PAA Strangelet blade. The PAA blade is sharper. I'm going to put the Astra Green back into my rotation. This is in regards, and Carl, thank you very much. This is in regards to the question that was asked last week. Which one is sharper, better, smoother, the Astra Green or the PAA Platinum Strangelet? I have not, at that time, I hadn't used an Astra in a long, long time. But I tend to agree with what Carl says here. The Astra Green is smooth. It's smooth, and I think the Phoenix shaving blade, the Platinum Strangelet, is sharper. Although I will say this, I think that the PAA blade is just as smooth as the Astra Green, in my opinion. I love that blade. I absolutely love that blade, and it's delivered some really, really nice shaves for me. So I would say, based on my experience, my recent experience, that the PAA Platinum Strangelet blade is as smooth as the Astra, and I think it offers a little more sharpness. You know what? I think it's one, you know what? To be honest with you, it's kind of like the Voskhod Rapira conundrum that I have been in. When I use a Voskhod blade, I go, man, these are better than Rapiras. And when I use a Rapira blade, I say, my gosh, these are better than Voskhods, because I regard them as being so close. I think that's kind of how I am with the Astra and the Phoenix Shaving Platinum Strangelets. I use the Strangelet, I go, and I think to myself, wow, that's a great blade. Wow. And then I use an Astra and I think, wow, that's really good too. So I think they're very, very close. But I do give a slight edge to the Platinum Strangelet, to be honest with you. But they're both great, great blades. And again, I'm going to go back and forth. You know what? Your mileage may vary. Try them both. I think you'll enjoy them both. But I think Astra has a really, really fond place in my heart because it was a game changer early on in my wet shaving journey. This was a blade that was recommended by a lot of seasoned wet shavers. And when I popped it into my my Chieftain, my Vikings blade Chieftain, and some other razors, wow, it just upped my game and just really, really endeared me to the whole process even more. So I think that's why I go back and forth, because I have a really soft spot for the Astra Green blade, no doubt about it. This comes from Eumenides. I think that's it, Eumenides 5011. Interesting regarding the head shaves at night. It always bothered me that freshly shaven skin gets in contact with the pillow. Doesn't that increase the chance of irritation? Well, when I do an evening head shave, because I happen to comment about how it's such a great feeling when I do an evening head shave and then I go to bed and I have this really, really nice smooth head against a nice cool pillowcase. And I just think that's a great feel. I do an evening head shave probably earlier in the evening, like maybe 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. So it's another couple of hours or so before I'm turning in. So I think that, I've got the balm on there and that sort of thing. So maybe that is why I haven't really had an increased chance of irritation, anything like that. At least I don't think I have. But I'm not doing it right before I turn in. I'm usually doing it, early evening, that sort of thing. and I'm not turning in right away. So maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. Walter, 8530 says, Mr. Zarady, where can we post our questions for the next Monday morning mailbag? Hey, if you got a question for the Monday morning mailbag, just send them to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and put something in the subject line about a question for the Monday morning mailbag or something like that, so it'll stand out a little bit. So yeah, that's how you do it, Walter. And I'm grabbing a lot of comments and questions from the different video reviews and the different Monday morning mailbags and that sort of thing, because it's kind of pushing the discussion along, and I like to review that, which is why we do that in the refill segment. We're going back and looking at some of these topics that were discussed a week or two ago in the questions segment or the new shaving gear segment, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's where it is. That's where you send the questions. mondaymailbag@gmail.com. mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And just put something in the subject heading so it stands out. And looking forward to reading your questions, Walter. Thanks very much. Al Spencer wrote, Hi, Mark. You mentioned changing handles and not knowing which was which, and you used the R89 and the DE89 for examples. Here is something I observed. I bought a Gillette Heritage a while back, and many believe the head to be a Mueller R89. I was a little disappointed in its performance. I decided to get a Mueller R89 replacement head from Amazon, and it greatly improved the performance. As I investigated further, I noticed a production code number on the underside of both the head caps. The head cap that came with the Heritage had an 8 on it, and the Mueller head I bought had a 4. Now, if this is a Mueller thing, it could be a way to differentiate between the R89 and the DE89. It would be interesting to see if your DE89 has a number on the cap. If it does, that would bring up the question of who's who. I so enjoy Monday mornings. I truly look forward to your Monday morning, your 3MB says. I truly look forward to your 3MB. Thanks. Al, I investigated that. You know what? I'm going to go get those razors right now and show you what I found, because I did email him back with my findings, but I want to show all of you exactly what I found with my DE89 and the Heritage razor, etc. Hang on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, here's what I found. Now, here's my King C Gillette. I'm going to show you this first. Here's my King C Gillette, and we all know, we've all been told that it's a Mueller R89 razor head and that the handle's made in America. Okay, so on the underside of my cap of the Gillette, I have a 4. Can you see that? I got a 4 right there. Okay, that's what I have on the underside of my Gillette Heritage. So I'm going to put that back in there like that. So that's my Gillette Heritage. Now, on the underside, here's my DE89. It's my DE89L with a lined handle. All right, here it is right here. I'll show you what's on the underside on the underside of this cap. And on the underside of this, I have nothing. There is no stamping there at all on the bottom of the DE89. There's no marking, there's no production number, nothing at all. And there is nothing on the base plate at all. So there's really no marking on my DE89 to tell me that it's a DE89 razor head if it gets separated from the handle. So that's the DE89. Now, I don't have a Mueller R89, but I do have a Q Brothers, which is on their product page. They say that this is made by Mueller. It's an R89 clone. Now, on the bottom of this razor head, let me take that off like there. Okay, on the bottom of this, what do I have here? I have, check this out, okay? I have a 4. Okay, there's the 4 right there. All right, can you see the 4? Now, the only reason why I know this is a Q Brothers is because it's got a Q on the cap. So that's kind of a distinguishing mark right there. And I like that. So I could I could figure, that this is not going to get too lost in the shuffle. If I keep the base plate and the cap together, I'll know it's my Q Brothers razor. And the handle is rather distinct, okay, like this. I mean, it doesn't look too much like a DE89, and it's rather unique. So that kind of sets it apart, so to speak. And lastly, I wanted to show you the Mula R41, because this, I looked on the other side of this, and this was rather surprising. Okay, I'll take that out. And of course, we know that the base plate is very, very distinct. Oh, just dropped the O-ring there. Hang on a minute. Okay, there it is. The base plate is rather distinct right there. Okay, that open comb base plate. On the underside of this is a 5. Okay, so check the bottom cap of your R41 if you've got one. Okay, there it is, 5. All right, so that's kind of the long and short of it, Al. And I really appreciate you sending along the information and taking the time to elaborate on that. I think it is it's a way to kind of figure out what is what. I just don't have an R89. So I don't know what the underside of that, I don't have an R89. If I had an R89, I could look at the underside of that cap, and that would be kind of neat. But the clone that I have is a 4, and of course the Gillette also, the Gillette Heritage also has a 4 on the bottom. Did I say that right? Let me just double check one more time, okay? Here it is right here, out of there, and I just want to double check one more time. Okay, yeah, that's got a 4 as well. So maybe, maybe the razor head that I have with the Q Brothers and the Gillette Heritage is one and the same. Maybe they're the same razor head. I don't know. But Al, thanks very much for sending that along. Really, really do appreciate it. Very, very informative. So folks, check the undersides of your DE89s, your R89s, your Gillette Heritages, or any other Mula clone, R89 clone that you might have, because Mula does make these R89, from what I understand, Mula does make these R89 clones for other sellers out there, and the Q Brothers was the one on their product page. They said made by Mula. So thanks again for that, Al. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer JT wrote, "Hi, Mark. Thanks for another excellent 3MB." JT, thanks very much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. "I just want to say that I usually shave every 36 hours, but I have been shaving every day at night over the last 3 months." Now, I'm not sure of this next sentence because it's a little muddled, and I forgot to ask him for clarification. He wrote, "I shave my at night every 2 to 3 days at night as well." And I'm not sure, but I think he's saying that he shaves his head at night every 2 to 3 days. I think that's what he's saying. JT, please comment below and let me know if I got that right. I apologize for not following up for clarification on that. He continues, "Shaving at night is more relaxing. I just don't like to hurry up my shave and then rush out the door in the morning. Have an awesome week." Yeah, a lot of wet shavers like to shave at night because they can relax, they can take their time, they don't have to be someplace. And it depends on your skin and beard type as well. So yeah, if you're fair-skinned, you can kind of get away with it. I know that if I shave at night, I can kind of get away with it the next day. And I don't mind it too much, but it's depending on the razor and the blade, that sort of thing, at certain times of the day, it'll start to bug me that that I shaved the previous night and not that morning, if you know what I mean. But shaving at night for a lot of wet shavers, much more relaxing. They can take their time and really enjoy it, put on some music, and just really, really enjoy the shave. So I understand that, JT. I appreciate it, and I have done that myself as well. Bart Bartlett wrote, "Monday morning mailbag time again. My post-shave routine includes both alum and witch hazel. I've been using T.N. Dickinson's witch hazel with alcohol for 3 years. It's an all-natural astringent that cleans and soothes those always open pores. I've never had any skin issues. A 16-ounce bottle is $3.98 at Walmart. Wow, that's a deal. I've used Thayer's witch hazel too, but in my humble opinion, Thayer's is overpriced. half the amount at more than 3 times the cost. It's nice to have options. Bart, I agree. Your mileage may vary, whatever you want to do, your face, your rules. If one works better than the other, and you know what? Whatever your skin, beard, and wallet say, that's what you go with. Absolutely. And it is great to have those options. When I returned to traditional wet shaving, I bought a 100 pack of Astra Greens. Then I bought a sample pack of blades that convinced me that those Astra blades were my favorite. Over time, I discovered the Gillette Nasset and the Wilkinson Sword India blades. The Nasset is now my favorite, followed by the Astra and the Wilkinson Sword. Your mileage may vary is definitely true for razor blades. I agree, absolutely. Again, your mileage may vary, and different razor blades are going to probably have a different feel for a lot of different wet shavers out there. Generally speaking, there are some blades out there that are universal. I get that. But then, every once in a while, someone says, well, you know what? All you wet shavers out there like that, it just didn't really resonate with me. I kind of get that. I understand that. Absolutely. But that's what's so great about the traditional wet shave. All the options, all the choices. The best time to be doing the traditional wet shave is right now. Absolutely the greatest time to be doing it. There is so much available. I always say this, there is so much available. You'll find a razor, a blade, a shave soap, a shave cream, an alum block, a witch hazel, an aftershave, a balm that will fit your skin and beard type and your wallet. Absolutely. So Bart, thanks very much for those comments. Really do appreciate it. This was a comment from a gentleman named Bearded Shaver, and he addressed this to Douglas Smythe in the comments section of a video that I had posted. He wrote, "Hi Douglas, I just started a wet shaving YouTube channel and uploaded my first head and face videos featuring your Future Fiction Starter Kit. I absolutely love your products and will purchase more in the future." Ha ha! You see what I did there? Very good. Thank you, Mark, for being an inspiration and making your videos for Phoenix Shaving, as that's how I first found Doug's company. Well, you know what, Bearded Shaver, that's great to hear that you've started a YouTube channel and that you're pursuing the traditional wet shave and you've started your wet shaving journey. Absolutely wonderful to hear. And Future Fiction was the very first shaving soap that I used from Phoenix Shaving. It was in CK6, and I was absolutely blown away. I had used Sterling first because viewers were telling me, Mark, you've got to try Artisan Shave Soaps. And Sterling came about first, and I think I got their Barber shop, which I was really impressed with. And I don't know how I came across Phoenix Shaving. I'll have to go through my notes and have to go through those videos, and maybe I comment about how that all came about. I can't remember now off the top of my head, but I do remember I used that, and I was absolutely blown away by the performance. I also recall, now that I think about it, I also recall reading a review from Mantic 59 about CK6 when that was first introduced, and he said, it just explodes, the lather explodes off the brush. And I found that to be very, very true. Another thing that was really, really neat, my nieces were visiting. My brother Tom and his daughters were visiting, and I happened to have the Future Fiction shave soap there, and that and the aftershave. And I asked Bryn, I said, Bryn, my niece Bryn, I said, Bryn, what do you think about this scent? And she sampled it, and she said, oh, Uncle Mark, that's great. So, and that was my sensation, my feeling, my reaction when I first sampled Future Fiction. It really is a favorite. And yeah, I love all the scents, but Future Fiction has a really soft spot in my heart because of the scent, the performance, and that artwork. I love, love, love that artwork on the label. The cartoonist in me was just drawn to it. Absolutely awesome. So Bearded Shaver, congratulations on starting the channel. I will look up your channel and I'll link it below so that the viewers can get a look at it and see what you're doing. Congratulations on starting your wet shaving journey and starting a YouTube channel. Great, great, great to hear. Alfred Spencer. We're going to wrap it up with a comment from Alfred Spencer regarding building a lather. And he wrote, quarter teaspoon of soap, a little water, let the brush do all the work, gentlemen. Bravo, Al. Bravo. I agree. And that wraps up another refill segment for this week. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, here it is from Phoenix Shaving, the Quantum Safety Razor. We talked about this in a previous Monday Morning Mailbag new shave gear segment. I ordered one. I got in just under the wire. These went very, very quickly. However, they will be making more of these available for sale. So make sure you get up to the product page and get on the alerts. Get that email alerts or the quick alerts or whatever they have up there so you're notified when these become available and are back in stock. This is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful razor. It looks gorgeous, and it gave me an absolutely mild, smooth, efficient shave. Now, I shaved with it before cameras rolled, and I repackaged it just so you can see how it comes packaged, that sort of thing. So what you get here is when you open it up, the first thing that you'll get here is a base plate. Let me just get that out there like that. A brass base plate right there. And then, of course, the razor is, you pull that out, and here's the razor right here with the razor head with the other base plate already attached to the cap, that sort of thing. It's stainless steel and brass, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Also has the removable flare tip right here. Let me just unscrew that so you can see that. Isn't that beautiful? It just, the color scheme just sings. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And the knurling on this handle is absolutely wonderful. And it's just got a great yesteryear kind of vibe going on. And that's what, that's how it's described on the product page. As Douglas writes on the product page, one of our most epic homages to date, a tribute to the vintage Eclipse Red Ring. Collectors will immediately know what I'm referring to. This original design was created by James Neal and Company of Composite Steelworks of Sheffield, England, or Steel City. Released in the mid-30s, it had a good 20-year run before disappearing into obscurity, as all epic razors are wont to do. Now, it's really kind of neat because as he describes on the product page, it kind of has an open comb straight bar look to the base plate, which is really, really very, very neat. And the cap, if you can see this right here, okay, it has some, it's got some, well, you know, like, here, let me show you this. You see how the Metaphor has a scalloped cap right here? Well, this has like some scalloping on the edges of the cap on this Quantum razor, which is really neat. I mean, it's a nice little detail, kind of just integrates and kind of meshes in with the base plate there. Just a really, really nice little touch. And of course, looks like it's a stainless cap and a brass base plate, a stainless handle and a brass tip. It's just absolutely beautiful. And again, it gave me a really, really nice mild shave. Now, I use the Alpha base plate. The Alpha is the mild base plate, and the Omega, which I'm holding in my hand here, is the more aggressive base plate. I don't know when I'll be using the Omega base plate, probably when I have 2 to 3 days worth of beard growth. I think that's what this is for, and we'll find out, you know, how much more aggressive it is than the Alpha plate. But it's nice to have that option. We talked about options in the refill, so it's nice to have the option between a mild plate and a little more aggressive plate. How much more aggressive, I'm not sure. This was the first time I shaved with this, and I'm going to get a review done on it because it is absolutely a beautiful, beautiful razor. Now, for those of you who might take a look at this and say that the handle is the same as the Metaphor razor, the handle is actually different. It actually has a more slender neck. Okay, this is the the Quantum handle right here. Let me put that down, and I've got my metaphor right here. And I'm going to show you the difference in handles. They are similar, but they're not identical, just so you can see. Okay, so there's the handle right there for the metaphor, and here's the handle for the Quantum. So you can see there is that variation in the neck on each handle there. Something else, another little detail that I noticed, which I thought was really, really kind of neat, but they are similar, and then they have similar knurling, similar handle knurling, which I really, really like a lot. I think it's just a terrific, terrific knurling pattern that really affords a really, really nice grip. So it delivered a really nice mild shave. It has some wonderful heft, nice balance, high quality materials, brass and stainless steel, absolutely looks gorgeous. Removable flare tip, so if you want to install something else there, you can. I really like the brass flare tip. I just think that just makes it sing. This unique open comb straight bar kind of configuration there on the base plate is really terrific. It just delivered a really, really wonderful, wonderful shave. I just really enjoyed the shave with this. Very, very smooth. Very smooth. I really, really liked it a lot. So again, just a very, very unique shaped base plate and razor head. I mean, look at that. It's an homage to the Eclipse Red Ring. And, I'm going to have to do a little more research on that. Again, this is another reason why I absolutely love Phoenix shaving products, because Douglas really does his research, and he's bringing these great designs from razors and scents and that sort of thing, shaving soaps, scents, that sort of thing, brushes, all that, bringing it into the 21st century. Had it not been for Douglas and Phoenix Shaving, I doubt very much I would be learning anything about the Eclipse Red Ring. So I'm very, 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 very glad to have the Quantum as part of my collection. And really, I'll have a link to the page. Get up there, get on the alerts, and get notified for when these are back in stock, because it really is a marvelous, marvelous razor. The fit and finish on this, very, very nice. If I didn't show you, it is a tab and slot configuration. Okay, tabs on the cap like that, slots on the base plate. And again, what a great looking base plate. I mean, it's just fantastic. And something from, the 1930s that lasted about 20 years and now is gone, but now is also brought back thanks to Douglas Smythe and Phoenix Shaving. So really a terrific, terrific razor. I just had a great shave with it. Looking forward to using the Omega plate, a little more aggressive. And yes, they're both labeled on the bottom. The Alpha plate has a little lowercase a on the left-hand side of the base plate, and the aggressive plate, more aggressive plate, has the Omega sign on the right-hand side of the base plate. So, you can see which is which, Alpha, Omega. Really, really, another really, really neat little touch there. So, the Quantum razor from Phoenix Shaving. I'll have a link to the product page below. Really, really terrific. And I just really enjoyed the shave with it. And it's just an absolutely stunningly beautiful razor. Another lifetime razor from Phoenix Shaving. Again, I'll have links below. Well, as promised, Jimmy V checked in with another new item from Phoenix Shaving. And he wrote, I really like the PAA shave mat. Gives a soft, non-slip surface for bowls and to set razors down on. I highly recommend it. Jimmy, thanks very, very much for this. Really do appreciate it. Here's what they say on the product page. Official Phoenix Shaving's Barber Mat. The perfect addition to your shave station. What you think? Our new Phoenix Shaving Barber's Mat is truly a thing of beauty, no? One need not be a barber, however, to reap its many benefits. The perfect shave mat for disassembling gear, drying parts, airing out scuttle or soap, dissecting robots, etc. The uses are really endless. And here are some of the highlights of the Phoenix Shaving Barber's shaving mat. Heat resistant. It lets you stay organized, protects countertops, thick, grippy, and anti-slip, handsome, durable, built to last. Here are the dimensions. 8.75 inches by 17.5 inches. It's 3/8 of an inch thick. Not only is this mat wonderful for all the reasons mentioned above, it also sets the perfect stage for a shave of the day photo. Trust me, folks, you will love, love, love our official Barber's mat and the price. I'll have a link to it below. It looks absolutely wonderful. Jimmy, thanks very much for the heads up on this. Otherwise, I would have overlooked it. Really, my sincere thanks for passing this along. And you photographed yours beautifully. Well, of course, you photographed yours beautifully because you are an absolutely outstanding photographer. Well, that's how he makes his living. He's an outstanding professional photographer. Yeah, he's an outstanding professional photographer. So, Jimmy, thanks very, very much for sending along the wonderful photo of the shave mat and including your ringing endorsement of it. Really do appreciate it. Thanks again. And folks, I'll have a link to it below. Viewer Tyler Fike very, very kindly sent along the Kinghood Galaxy safety razor. And he wrote, "Hey Mark, I just purchased this razor the other day and I tried it out tonight. Wow! I like the idea of trying off-the-wall name razors because you never know, they could be great. This one certainly was. It's very solid and has some very good weight to it. Nice and mild, but some good blade feel. The box it came in was very nice and the presentation was something I'd expect from a razor that cost a lot more than this. Thought maybe you'd like to check it out sometime. The blade balance was off a tiny bit, but it was very minor. Didn't affect the shave at all. Tyler." And he very, very kindly sent this, and I'm going to kind of open it up and unbox it for you right here on camera. Now, he is absolutely correct. The presentation of this is really, really nice. It has a magnetic latch. See, right there, here. Magnetic latched box, and it opens up like this. See, I have not opened it up. I wanted to open it up on camera so you can get a look at how nicely this is packaged and presented. So here is the razor right here, and it does have some really, really very, very nice heft. The handle is very ornate and has a nice feel and grip to it. You also get, let me just set this down, you also get some razor blades with it that come packed on this insert right here. Let's just push those out. Let's just pull that out like this. So it really is very, very well presented. So here are the Kinghood razor blades. You get 10 of them right there. And it's just really assembled very, very nicely. Okay, and here on the middle it says, "Good for the world, good for you, what a good idea." Okay, right there on the inside, in the middle section of the packaging right there. On the side it says, "Eco-friendly, recycled, the global release, suitable for ladies and gents, great close shave," on the one side there, okay? And on the other side, you get all their social media contacts. So I'll let you get a screenshot of that if you're interested in following up in that way. But yeah, the packaging and the presentation is very, very nice. Let's take a look at the razor. Let's unwrap the razor head because I have not opened this up at all. And it looks to be a very, very slim. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. That is marvelous looking. Look at that. Look how nice and slender that is. Wow, that is really something. That's got a great look to it. Beautiful chroming. And it's got the Kinghood logo name right there on the cap. And it does have some nice weight to it. Even though it's a thinner handle, it really has some nice weight. So let's undo this. Okay. And let's see what the razor head looks like. Wow, that's a nice long threaded stud, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, so boy, that handle really that has some nice weight to it. Wow, this is really terrific. And it comes in a nice price point. Okay, so there it is right there. So look at how that cap just kind of sits in the base plate there, just like so. Just like so. How about that, huh? Isn't that neat? looks very much to be seamless. The way it's seats, the way one sits into another, fits into the other. It's really very, very nice. So it looks like the end tabs of the razor blade are going to be enclosed in this razor head. Very, very thin profile razor head. Very, very thin. Looks like it's going to be very, very maneuverable. And again, a nice long threaded stud. And it looks like everything just snugs up very, very nicely. Now on the bottom, I just noticed this on the bottom of the base plate, there is a little bit of an indentation there. So I take it to mean that if you want to use a buffer ring there, you can. It's right there. But boy, this is really, really a nice looking razor. I mean, yeah, this is, you know, as he says, some of these off-the-wall named razors, give them a try. They might deliver a really, really nice shave for you at a really, really surprisingly affordable price. So we're definitely going to have a shave with this and do a review. And I'm really looking forward to it now. I love that slim profile to the razor head. And again, this looks like it's not going to be a lot of money. I'll link to the product page below so you can see it. I think when I checked it, it was like less than $18. And it's the kind of razor that if it does deliver a really, really wonderful shave, hey, this is one you want to throw in your dop kit and travel with because it'll give you a nice shave. It looks great. And again, it's, you know, hey, if you lose it or something like that, you know, no big deal, no great loss. However, it looks so good and it has such a great look to it and it feels so great. Yeah, I would feel bad if I lost this, to be perfectly honest with you. It really is very, very impressive. And again, the packaging and the presentation with the magnetic latch and everything, really, really terrific. So my sincere thanks to Tyler Fike for sending along the Kinghood Galaxy safety razor. Comes with 10 blades, really nice price point on Amazon. I will have a link below. Thank you again, Tyler. Really, really do appreciate it. Looking forward to reviewing and using this one. Viewer Wesley Kirby checked in and he wrote, I came across these hot sauce bottles with restrictors on Amazon. They are 5 ounces, so many aftershaves will not fit in one bottle. This is not a problem because my son-in-law and I usually share new scents. These are a good size to split a bottle and share. Also, many samples come in plastic, even if the regular size is in glass, such as sterling. Hope this is useful, and as always, great job. You are a very positive influence on the wet shaving community. Monday morning shaves are always accompanied by the latest 3MB. Be well. Hey, Wesley, thank you very much for the kind words, but also thanks very much for this link to these glass bottles with restrictors. Absolutely perfect, fantastic idea. And yeah, sharing some aftershave. Also, another great idea. Thank you so very, very much. And he said all you have to do is search for nice bottles, hot sauce bottles, 5 ounce, 12 pack on Amazon, and it'll come right up. And sure enough, it did. I'll have a direct link to it. But in case you know, if you're down the road, if you don't have access to that link, just search for nice bottles, hot sauce bottles, 5 ounce, 12 pack on Amazon, and it'll come right up. It's less than $15 and really a neat item for sharing aftershave, for putting aftershave in some glass bottles. You know, you could take a plastic bottle of aftershave and put it into 2 bottles, put one on the shelf, put the other in your shave den, and then when you run out, just kind of swap them around. You got one ready to go. That's really a kind of a really neat product. So thanks very much for passing that along, Wesley. Really do appreciate it, folks. I'll have the link below. Rodney Ripplinger checked in, and he's updating us on some new shave soaps from House North and Jen Cook. He says, hi, Mark. I pulled the trigger on a couple of soaps from Jen Cook this evening. She has 2 new soaps, one called Sweet Home Chicago and the other Tart Lemon. She doesn't have a profile for Tart Lemon on the site yet, self-explanatory, but the Sweet Home Chicago is cherry tobacco forward with notes of vanilla, tonka bean, black tea, amber, and woods. Wow, that sounds marvelous. I'll have a link to Farmhouse North so you can check out those 2 new soap offerings from Jen. That's absolutely fantastic. He also continues here, I'm still liking my new barbershop soap. I keep a plastic container of it right on the sink, so it is extra handy. I might have to order some leather-scented soap from V&E sometime later. They have some other soaps that sound interesting too. They make aftershaves also. I'm told the New England leather aftershave lasts a really long time. Cheap and a big bottle too. Rodney. Well, this is an eBay seller known as V&E. They're out of Maine, and they have a lot of shaving soaps and aftershaves and that sort of thing. And I will link them below. Rodney, thanks very much. He also added, hi, Mark, I found out by emailing V&E Soaps that, yes, you can order 2 different types of soap pucks and get a 20% discount. How about that? Here is his answer to my email. Yes, use coupon code mixed soap only 20 at checkout, and you will get 20% off. I tried to have the volume discount go to mixed products, but just couldn't get eBay to work that way, so I had to come up with this way. That's what he wrote. Thank you, and I look forward to your order, Vern of V&E. So there you go. I'll put that coupon code below so you can check that out, and a link to also V&E Maine-made shaving soap up on eBay. And again, a link to Farmhouse North and Jen Cook's new shave soap offerings. So thanks again, Rodney. Really do appreciate it. Fine Accoutrements emailed this information to me, and I wanted to share it with you. Is alcohol bad for your skin? Hey there. You've probably heard the topical use of alcohol is bad for your skin. It's time to put that myth to rest. Clinical studies have shown again and again that alcohol does not dry out or harm your skin. So go ahead, indulge in the satisfaction that comes with a post-shave splash, worry-free. That's the TLDR. For those wanting to learn more, there's a 15-minute video on the topic from Dr. Michelle Wong and cosmetic creator Stephen Coe. All right, now that you're armed with the facts, you can take it one step further. Grab an aftershave, slap it on, and show them who's the real expert. And they were using this email to inform and remind us of 3 of their more popular aftershaves that they have. Snake Bite Aftershave, the original Burn and Quench Pick-Me-Up. It contains no fragrance oils, but 5 times the menthol. Burns like the devil, freezes like the Rockies, and cures all that ails you. Put the winter cold in its place with this classic aftershave. They also have Italian Citrus Aftershave. There's a reason the finest Italian tailors have been continuously using this fragrance for over 100 years. Experience the warmth of the Mediterranean with Italian citrus, a breath of fresh air on a cold winter's day. And also Clubhouse Aftershave. Popularized by Pinot, Clubhouse features a classic aromatic note of talc, cut with herbs, spices, and musk. The scent personifies clean, fresh, and masculine. So those are the latest offerings from Fine Accoutrements, and some information regarding alcohol and aftershave splashes. You know what? I'll leave it to you to decide. Your mileage may vary, as we always say, but I'll have a link to Fine Accoutrements where you can also find these aftershave splashes. Well, as promised, viewer Bob LaRoe followed up with the Pearl Open Comb Razor that he just purchased, and he sent along this review. Pearl Open Comb Razor. For anyone wanting to try an open comb razor, this is a good one to get. You'll be amazed at the quality of this 3-piece brass razor, considering the price. It is the size of the popular Merkur 34C, smaller than most, but absolutely no problem whatsoever. The attention to detail is stunning. It looks better than the photos. The handle is not black, and the logo is on the bottom of the handle, not on the top cap. The unique knurling is very distinctive and provides a sure, firm grip. I don't like slick handles on razors. It has good weight and balance. The blade is fully enclosed. It comes with a pack of razor blades and a polishing cloth. Now for performance. I used Razor Rock shave soap and an Astra blade, both from Amazon. There is more blade feel than with a closed comb razor, and the result is a bit more aggressive shave. Some viewers call this a mild razor, perhaps compared to other open comb razors. I got a lot of feedback after using an alum block, another indication of an aggressive shave. I normally don't get such stinging when using an Astra in other razors. So this is not for beginners, but it is still a very good razor provided you use a light touch. Bob, thanks very much for the great review on this razor. And folks, I'll have a link to it below. Bob also followed up with this. He says, a caveat. There are two kinds on the Amazon page, black handle and chrome. I don't think the one I got looks like either. I think it looks better. I need to be extra careful with this. I don't think I'll try another open comb razor. Some reviewers said this was mild, not my experience, but I have tried ones more aggressive than this. Bob. Well, again, folks, I'll have the link below. Your mileage may vary. I'll let you decide. But Bob, thanks for a really, really terrific and thorough review of this pearl shaving open comb razor. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another new wet shaving gear segment for this week. Thanks very much to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Well, the following question and comment comes from viewer Theodore Papadopoulos. And he is writing in regards to the Rockwell T2 adjustable razor and the Rockwell T2 stainless steel adjustable razor. And Ted writes, Mark, you said this stainless steel version is smoother than the chrome version. I have a Rockwell 6S and a Rockwell 6C, and the 6C is definitely smoother, not even close, because their stainless steel stuff seems to be dull and won't slide. How do you explain your statement? Keep up the good work and great vids. Thank you, Ted. Ted, I can't explain my statement. I really can't. The stainless steel razor just felt smooth and had wonderful slide and glide to me. It might be a your mileage may vary kind of thing. However, you're correct. I think the majority of folks out there that have both the Rockwell 6S and the Rockwell 6C, the majority say that the 6C is smoother and has more glide, has more slide because of the chrome plating. You know what? I just don't get that big of a difference between the stainless steel version and the chrome version. I really don't. The Rockwell T2 stainless steel to me has some beautiful, beautiful slide and glide. I mean, I'm just passing it along the side of my face here, and without a blade, obviously, and it just has some beautiful slide. And the chrome version, I mean, for some reason, to me, they feel similar. I can't explain it. I don't know what the difference is, but I do understand your point about the 6S and the 6C because I've read that many, many times. And as I say, many folks say the 6C has more slide. It's slicker on the face, so to speak. Well, I'm not finding that difference between the chrome version of the T2 and the T2 stainless steel. I find them both to have similar slide, glide, and slickness, so to speak. And the T2 is very, very smooth to me. Very, very smooth to me. And when I first used it, it did not enter my mind that, oh my gosh, this stainless steel razor is dull and draggy. Never entered my mind at all. So, and I used the T2 chrome version first. I mean, this was the first one I got. And then the T2 stainless steel. So it just didn't enter my mind. I don't know. I can't explain it. I really can't. I will put it to some of the viewers out there. Do you have both the stainless steel version of the T2 and the chrome version of the T2? Let us know in the comments below. Do you get a different sensation from these two razors? Does the chrome give you a little more slide and glide? Or does the stainless steel give you a little more slide and glide? Or are they similar? I would really be interested in knowing. But for me, I can't explain. I could probably come up with a bunch of guesses, but I don't know if any of those would be right. And again, it might just be a your mileage may vary kind of thing. But I enjoy both razors. I love both of these razors. And the stainless steel razor, the T2 stainless steel razor, is just really, really impressed me. But yeah, I like both of them. And I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying based on the 6C and the 6S. I don't know, maybe it's the configuration of the razor heads. I don't know, between, the twist to open razor heads, maybe that has something to do with versus the 3-piece razor heads of the 6S and 6C. I don't know. I'd only be guessing. But thanks very much for the question and the comment. I think it's great because it could lead to a really, really lively discussion regarding this. So thanks again, Ted. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, this morning's shaving tips sketch went to viewer Joseph Shamus. And here's something that he submitted last week that we used in Second Cup. And I wanted to share part of it with you this morning on the Monday morning mailbag because he is venturing into Phoenix Shaving territory. He wants to buy some things from Phoenix Shaving. And he wrote, all preferences aside, any scents you think are an absolute must buy. Well, you know what? Future Fiction. We talked about Future Fiction earlier in the show. That's an absolute must buy. That was the one that really, really introduced Phoenix Shaving to me. Absolutely love the scent, love the art. I've already said that before, but it bears repeating. Great scent. CK6 is absolutely marvelous, and I love the art of Future Fiction. Now, the others that I have tried that I think are absolutely wonderful is Atomic Age Bay Rum. If you want to try a good bay rum, I think Atomic Age Bay Rum is an absolute fantastic, fantastic scent, and it's got a great, great kick to it. Absolutely wonderful. Club Guy is a wonderful homage to Clubman Pinot. Absolutely fantastic. Awesome Sauce is a great, great homage to Paraso Green. That's a really good one. That's like Paraso Green times 10. That is absolutely fantastic. Love that a lot. High Jump 47 is a marvelous scent. Very gentlemanly, very outdoorsy, adventurous, really, really terrific. Shave Chaser, that is a great homage to Skin Bracer. I love that one a lot. Cold Spices is an homage to the original Schulten Old Spice formula. A little bit more on that in just a moment. Black Droid. Hey, I shaved with Black Droid before cameras rolled. This is absolutely fantastic. Love this scent. Yeah, absolutely. John From, another fantastic scent. Tokyo Rose, that is great. Diver Down. Love Diver Down. That's also very, very good. Also, since today is February 27th, if you hurry, you could probably get Danaid Foil 50, which is their February release. And that is a fantastic leather scent. Absolutely marvelous. But it's only available during the month of February. So if you want Danaid Foil 50, order it now because after the 28th, it's not going to be available anymore. So it really, really is terrific. Now, this, I also wanted to mention this. I happened to review and use Rex Supply's 1955 shave soap. Boy, is this a terrific shave soap, and I love this scent. This really captures the year 1955, but it's got this classic, just a refined, gentlemanly, top shelf barbershop kind of scent. Really, really good. Really, really good. And the thing is that it's the kind of scent that can go with a lot of different aftershave splashes after your shave. And I was going to use Old Spice, the original Old Spice. This came from viewer Abane Samat. Now, if you want this, it's available, I think, from some eBay sellers, and it comes out of India. And this really is. I mean, a lot of wet shavers say that this is very, very close to that original formula that Phoenix Shaving Cold Spices is also offering. And you know what? I didn't follow up with this because I didn't have a balm. Duh. Yes, I do. Cold Spices right here. These two could work together very, very well. So I just wanted to pass that along that, you know, if you get this right here, this Old Spice in a glass bottle out of India that is very, very close to the original Old Spice that we know, you know what? Get over to Phoenix Shaving and get the Cold Spices Star Jelly, the aftershave balm. These will go together great. Or if you don't want to wait for a shipment from India, get Cold Spices, the shave soap, the aftershave, and the Star Jelly directly from Phoenix Shaving. It's absolutely marvelous. But my point is that 1955 is the kind of scented shave soap that will complement and go with you know, a skin bracer, an Old Spice, a Brute, that sort of thing. So I just want to mention that before I forgot, because I was thinking about using Old Spice, and you know, I thought I didn't have a balm. Yeah, I do. Right here from Phoenix Shaving, Cold Spices, absolutely fantastic. Love, love, love the stuff coming out of Phoenix Shaving. Now, Joseph also continued by saying, I love Cella. It just makes me happy. I found this a while back and wear it even if I haven't shaved. Really love this stuff. Have you tried it? I actually like this more than their balm. Now, he is talking in regards to Cella aftershave. Now, it's available at the Men's Room Barbershop.com, but it's also available, both the original scent and the aloe vera scent, on Amazon, as well as the aftershave balm. And I just want to pass that along to you, that Cella makes a great aftershave splash that Joseph really, really likes. However, this is what is really interesting, and I never knew this, so my thanks to Joseph for passing this along. He wrote, well, in my love for Cella, I stumbled upon Cella Cool from Phoenix Shaving. I never knew that. This is available from Phoenix Shaving. Cella Cool, Chella, Cella spelled that way, Cool, which is their homage to that great original Cella almond scent. Wow, that's absolutely fantastic. And thanks for sharing that with us, Joseph. Really, really do appreciate it. So there you go, folks. Some scent recommendations from Phoenix Shaving. A little mini review on 1955, which is absolutely fantastic. And check out Cella Cool from Phoenix Shaving on the Phoenix Shaving website. I will have a link to that below. And also check out the Cella aftershaves on Amazon as well. I'll have links to that below. Joseph, thanks very much for the information and passing this along. Again, great time to be doing the traditional wet shave because there is so much available. And here are some other examples of things that, wow, you know, great, great discoveries. Thanks again, Joseph. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, as long as we're talking all things Cella, let's continue to talk about all things Cella. This comes from a viewer named Jimmy, and he writes, hey, Mark, I tried looking through your videos, but couldn't find one of you trying Cella shave cream, only saw the soap. Have you ever tried the cream? And if so, does it produce just as good of a lather as the soap? Also, which one do you prefer if you've tried both? Thanks for any info. Jimmy, unfortunately, I have not used Cella shave cream. I've only used the soap. I love the soap. I love the original almond soap, and I also really, really like the Cella green shave soap. But now that you have mentioned it, I've gone on and investigated this on Amazon, and sure enough, there's a Cella almond shave cream. There's a Cella green vegan non-tallow shave cream, and there's also a Cella pre-shave. Wow, I am really, really intrigued. I'd like to try those. We just talked about the Cella aftershaves that are available and the Cella balm, the Cella Cool from Phoenix Shaving. Wow, I am really in Cella mode now, and I look forward to getting those and doing a review and putting a review together and trying those. And yeah, actually comparing the shave cream to the shave soap. Now, does anyone out there, I'll put it to the viewers, any of you out there, have you used both the Cella shave soap and the Cella shave cream? Can you give us any feedback? Which one is better to you? Is the soap better than the shave cream, or is the shave cream better than the soap, or are they both about the same? And also, how's the scent? Is the scent just as good with the shave cream as it is with the soap? Really, really interested in hearing your input on that. So please comment below and let us know. I'm excited. I think I'm going to get a pre-shave. I'm going to get a shave cream. I'm going to get the Cella Cool. I'm going to get the Cella Original aftershave from Amazon. Yeah, I'm kind of in a Cella mode now. And really looking forward to it. So Jimmy, thanks for inspiring me to travel down a whole new rabbit hole. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, please comment below. Let us know, have you tried both the Cella cream and the Cella soap? Jimmy, thanks again for the question and the comment. Really, really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday morning mailbag for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/markzerady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap there easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.